These are like promise rings for new beginnings. I love that idea.
To new adventures.
And to us is perfect.
Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Naomi here, and yes, I really am the youngest ninja in the world. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the community. You won't want to miss what happens next. Ever since I was a little girl, I've been incredibly active with lightning-fast reflexes. Whenever someone tried to mess with me, thinking they could get under my skin, I'd wait for their laughter, then snap a rubber band straight back, smacking the ringleader right on the forehead. Do I look like an easy target to you? My parents loved me dearly, but they never approved of my passion for acrobatics, blindfolded archery, or parkour. Why don't you just play with dolls instead, they'd say, handing me a cute Barbie. I'd nod politely to keep them happy, but the second they left, those dolls were forgotten. Life was going along normally until I turned 18, and everything changed in an instant. My parents were away on a business trip when a breaking news report flashed across the TV, a missing persons case. It hit me like a thunderbolt. Before I could even process it, I was told I'd be sent to live with a grandmother I had never met, never even seen a picture of. Miss, I'm afraid you'll have to walk the rest of the way from here. I stared up at the steep hill. My soul nearly left my body at the thought of climbing it. When I finally reached the top, completely out of breath, I was surprised to find a charming little house nestled among fruit trees and colorful flowers. It was peaceful and beautiful. As I passed an apple tree, I instinctively caught a falling apple. Wow, lucky me! But the moment I stepped forward, the ground gave way. I tumbled into a hidden pitfall. After climbing out, I couldn't help but smile. Things were definitely getting interesting. I approached the house carefully and reached the doorstep without triggering any more traps. Just as I breathed a sigh of relief. Grandma? A dart whistled past my face. I jumped back instantly. What on earth was going on with this house? Now I was really angry. But when I spotted a petite figure at the back of the house, my anger softened. Was this gentle-looking woman really my grandmother? She had a quiet power that made it impossible for me to raise my voice. Instead, I helped her water the vegetables and tend the garden. She lived a tranquil life here, completely undisturbed. I wondered why my parents had never mentioned her. "I've heard about your parents," she said softly one day. "I hope the rescue team finds them soon. They'll be all right. Don't worry." That was one of the few conversations we had. Whenever I tried to talk more, she would either ignore me or quietly walk away. I guess she wasn't used to having a granddaughter around. From then on, I settled into the simple life. It was tough at first, but I eventually got used to it while I waited anxiously for news about my parents. One afternoon, while carrying water home, I noticed the bushes rustling strangely. Thinking it might be a wild animal, I crept closer and found a guy sound asleep under a hat. How bizarre! Curiosity got the better of me. I tried sneaking nearer when suddenly he grabbed my wrist. Curiosity isn't always a good thing, Missy. Embarrassed, I tried to run but tripped and fell right into him. His hat fell off, and wow, he was unfairly handsome. Can you get up, please?" I mumbled. "Sorry for disturbing your nap." "No worries," he said with a warm smile. "It's about time I got going anyway. I have to meet someone at the house on the hill. That's where I live." "Oh, I've heard your grandma talk about your granddaughter. First time meeting you. I'm kind of jealous. You're Naomi, right? I'm Kenji." We walked back together. My grandma was even happier to see him than when she first saw me after all those years. They disappeared behind the house and wouldn't let me follow. I knew right then. They were hiding secrets, and I was determined to find out what they were. That night, around midnight, I woke up to find Grandma's room empty. I stepped outside into the cool air. Moonlight filtered through the trees as strange sounds drew me toward the bamboo forest. My heart raced with curiosity. And there, under the full moon, I saw her, my grandmother, moving like a true ninja, practicing with a katana. Her movements were sharp, graceful, and powerful. Something deep inside me awakened. But the moment she sensed my presence, she stopped and turned. Before I could speak, a hand clamped over my mouth from behind. "Told you curiosity isn't good, Missy." It was Kenji, dressed head to toe like a ninja. "Bring her here," Grandma ordered. "Grandma, why have you been missing from my life all these years? Why did you and my parents keep this a secret? Because when you become a true ninja, you'll understand our feelings. I want to be a ninja like Kenji. Why won't you teach me? It's too dangerous. Naomi, I'm not scared. I'll prove it to you. Being a ninja isn't about proving yourself to others. It's about finding the strength and courage to face every challenge and overcome your doubts and fears. I will learn, I said, my voice burning with belief, and one day I will understand. Kenji suddenly took my hand. I believe in you. I'll help you. From that moment on, every morning as the sun rose, I threw myself into strict training. Hauling heavy buckets of water up a steep hill left my body screaming, but I refused to quit. Kenji encouraged me every step of the way. Keep going, Naomi. You're doing great. When I finally carried the 10th bucket to the top, breathless but proud, I knew I had conquered another hurdle. Next came meditation under a pounding waterfall. I thought it would be easy, just sitting still. I was so wrong. The freezing water nearly deafened me, but with Kenji's calm guidance, I slowly found my center and discovered a deep inner peace. It had been a few months since my parents disappeared in the shipwreck, and I still held on to hope every single day. I missed them terribly. One afternoon, while deep in training, Grandma suddenly appeared with tea. Naomi, want some tea? I jumped. I hadn't even noticed her approach. Wow, your training is really paying off. So fast, I didn't even notice. That small compliment meant everything. So, you'll take me as my apprentice, right? I want to be a ninja. You've been a ninja since the day you were born, Naomi. You inherited it from your grandfather. No wonder my reflexes had always been so sharp. Just then, Grandma rushed toward me and we both tumbled to the ground as a dart thudded into a nearby tree. This time, that wasn't me, she said urgently. Stay inside until Kenji arrives. Do not follow me. Then she vanished into the bamboo forest. 30 minutes passed with no sign of her or Kenji. I couldn't wait any longer. I ran into the forest and found Grandma surrounded by 5 armed ninjas. She looked exhausted. Without thinking twice, I leapt in and took them down one by one. Naomi, I told you to stay home. I am a true ninja. I couldn't just sit still. Using everything I had learned, I quickly finished the rest. Kenji arrived just in time to take down the last attacker with perfect darts. Later, Grandma explained that these were defeated ninjas from generations ago who wanted to wipe out our entire family. That's why I didn't want you to learn our ways. It's dangerous. And that's why your parents never told me about me. But it seems I can't stop the ninja blood running through your veins. You're the finest descendant we've ever had. We talked all the way home, but as we arrived, I saw police cars outside. My heart stopped. Then I saw them, my parents, sitting there safe and sound. I ran and hugged them tightly. Mom, Dad, I missed you so much. They had been stranded on a deserted island after the ship sank, and the same enemies who attacked Grandma had been behind it all, trying to end the ninja lineage once and for all. But no need to worry anymore, Grandma said with pride. You've become a remarkable ninja. If you've experienced something like this, a family secret suddenly revealed, drop a comment below and share your thoughts with us. Like this video if you can relate to that heart-pounding moment of discovering who you really are, and share it with a friend who loves exciting stories. Lindsay Harrison's story. Hey there, MDA viewers. I'm Lindsay Harrison, 17 years young, straight from London. Wondering why I always get the VIP treatment? Let's not beat around the bush. It's because I'm super rich. My parents, Mr. and Mrs. Harrison, own a chain of high-end fashion stores across the US. The money rolls in like crazy every month. And what's even cooler? Many of those designs are mine. I've been creating fashion since I was 11. Naturally, with all that success, I'm treated like a queen, but it sometimes causes envy. Like the time I drove my white Rolls-Royce to the car wash. When I got back, the driver's seat was soaking wet. I'm so sorry, ma'am, just a small oversight. Dry it with your ragged cloth? That leather seat costs more than 6 months of your salary. How are you going to compensate? The manager tried to calm me down, but then pointed out that I had smashed their shop door while driving in. Furious, I stormed off, swearing never to return. The next day, I discovered that annoying car wash guy went to my school. His name was Timothy, the top student for years. First time seeing a guy not falling all over himself to flirt with you. He's kind of cute, huh? I don't care. He should know his place. Jonas and Kyle, both from extremely wealthy families, had already asked me to dance at my upcoming house party, yet I kept wondering if Timothy would show up. He didn't, and for some strange reason, I felt let down. Later, I saw him at the car wash again, getting scolded by his boss. Without thinking, I accidentally spilled a drink on the rude manager. "Oops, my bad. Thought you were a stain." Timothy looked at me and said, "Consider it payback for saving me that time. So, the party's not fun?" Of course it's fun, but I guess I need something new. How about you come to my house party? We stopped at his place instead. It was simple, cozy, and much smaller than my laundry room. It turned out to be his little sister's birthday. We had a wonderful time. The warm atmosphere quickly made me feel comfortable. When one of the girls cried that her doll's dress was burned, I borrowed a needle and thread and turned the holes into beautiful patterns. The girls loved it. "So you're a talented designer, huh?" Of course, my fashion products are always bestsellers. Glad to hear that, but you seem obsessed with wealth. Wealth is important. Everyone at school worships me. My birthday parties have huge marble halls, hundreds of guests, giant cakes, nothing's missing. And are you happy with all that? Not really. Those things are great, but I think my parents need them more for their reputation than for actually celebrating my birthday and spending time together. Well, you see, wealth is just superficial. You decide who you are. You're so much better than being respected only for being rich. Weirdly enough, after that day, Timothy and I started talking more. Despite coming from completely different worlds, he always made me laugh and feel peaceful. Could this be love? But before I could figure it out, reality hit hard. Elaine appeared. "I'm Timothy's girlfriend, just so you know. We've been in a long-distance relationship for a year while I studied abroad, and someone's already making a move on him." My dream shattered like a sandcastle. The next day, Elaine showed up at my family's company. She was also a fashion designer, and my parents wanted us to collaborate on the upcoming spring-summer evening gown collection. "Your recent designs have been failing in sales. If we don't turn this around, it'll be a public embarrassment. Do your part well and stop hanging out with that car wash guy. He's not suitable for you." I refused to collaborate. I ignored Timothy's messages and turned down every fancy meet and greet my parents dragged me to. Then I decided I would prove I could stand on my own 2 feet. I dove into designing, researching trends and customer needs like never before. The morning of the big fashion show, disaster struck. My car caught fire in the parking lot. My laptop, iPad, USB drives, and all my hand-drawn design drafts burned to ashes. Heartbroken but determined, I rushed to the venue. "I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I had an incident on the way that affected my designs." Standing on stage with hundreds of eyes on me, I started to shake. Then I spotted a familiar face in the crowd. Timothy. Just seeing him made my worries fade. "Please give me a moment to showcase this final piece." I used the burn holes to create unique cutout patterns and turned the torn fabric into a perfect asymmetrical hem. This one-of-a-kind evening gown will make any lady the brightest star at any party. One person clapped, then 2. Soon the whole room was applauding. The investors were amazed. "Brilliant! Such a breakthrough idea." "Actually, Mom, Dad, I'd like to use this as a launchpad for my own brand." For the first time, I saw tears of joy in my parents' eyes. Later, Timothy helped me discover that Elaine had hired someone to set my car on fire. She got what she deserved. My parents took away most of my cars, leaving me with just a Porsche, but it was okay. I finally knew my true worth. As for Timothy, what girlfriend? Elaine and I called it quits a year ago. She asked to get back together, but I said no. That evil witch lied to me. Whoa, take it easy, Miss Harrison. Got a tip for me today? Of course, if you agree to take the night off and go on a date with me. Under the blazing golden sunset, 2 kids sat on the grass, twisting stems into rings. "Here, Sam. This one's for you. And this one's for you." We exchanged our little grass rings, holding them like the most valuable treasure in the world. "So we're married now, right? When we grow up, I'll throw us a big wedding." Just then, a tiny spider crawled up my arm. I screamed and jumped back. "Don't worry, I'll save you from this terrifying spider." Steve scooped me up, spun me around, and we both fell into the grass, giggling. Count 1, 2, 3, and I'll always be there. But then he was gone. One day his house stood empty with a for sale sign in the yard. We didn't even get to say goodbye. We were only 5 at the time.
What a bunch of kids.
Hey there, I'm Sam, now 17 and totally not the weakling I used to be. I've leveled up into a spy, following in my dad's footsteps, though I still freak out about spiders. One day I was assigned a new mission in Sydney, Australia. My dad thought I'd be perfect because I could blend in as a student. The goal was to infiltrate a prestigious school linked to an illegal gold smuggling ring. I almost refused. Australia is packed with spiders and snakes. But then he showed me a photo of the students. My heart dropped. There was Steve. We confirmed he might be involved. This mission would teach me a lot. Don't let your feelings get in the way of work. Australia greeted me with refreshing sea breeze and bustling streets. The next morning, I woke up to something scaly moving inside my slipper, a snake. Then another cold, slippery creature crawled up my arm. The landlady rushed in laughing. "Oh, I'm so sorry, sweetheart. That's just my pet Nagi." On my first day at school, I couldn't stop thinking about Steve. After classes, 3 girls in old school uniforms warned me, "No one sticks around after hours. This school is haunted." They claimed people heard weird noises and whispers at night. I didn't believe in ghosts, but maybe those phantoms were connected to the smuggling. That night, I stayed behind, hiding in the shadows. Strange sounds echoed through the empty hallways. Then I saw a shadow moving quickly across the schoolyard. It was Steve. I quietly followed him into an old building far from the main campus. Inside, the floor, walls, and ceiling were covered in spiders, hundreds of venomous ones staring at me. I pulled out the bug spray my dad always told me to carry and fought my way through the webs. Behind a loose floorboard, I found a sliding chute leading down. Noises were coming from below. Afraid of being discovered, I slipped out. The next morning, I saw Steve in the courtyard. "Steve!" He turned around coldly. "Yes? Who are you?" My heart sank. He acted like he didn't know me at all. That night I returned, determined to uncover the truth. The spider room didn't scare me as much this time. I found the trap door again, but just as I was about to slide down, a hand grabbed my arm. "Don't." It was Steve, his eyes cold and distant. "Steve, do you remember me?" "Of course I remember you. I never forgot you." His father owed money to the smugglers, and that's how Steve got dragged in. He had been helping move gold in and out of the school. I didn't have a choice. "I can help you. I'm a special agent now." In the days that followed, we spent more time together. He took me to the zoo, where we fed kangaroos and held a koala. We even played with a boomerang near the emu enclosure. It felt like old times. Then he secretly texted me about a new gold shipment that night. We slid down the chute and hid behind wooden crates. I snapped photos of the deal as evidence. Just as I was about to send them, a heavy hand clamped down on my shoulder. "I've been keeping an eye on you, you little rat." The man shoved me in front of Steve. Steve looked at me with unrecognizable cold eyes, picked up my phone, and smashed it. My heart broke, but it wasn't my phone he smashed. It was his. He had swapped them when no one was looking. The photos had already been sent. Police sirens suddenly blared above. Chaos erupted. My bonds loosened, and we cornered the criminals. One of them grabbed me from behind. "Let me go, or the girl gets it." My dad was there, tense but unmoving. Steve crept up silently behind the man. "Count 1, 2, 3. The grip loosened as Steve tackled him to the ground. The police stormed in and cuffed everyone. Steve still had to face consequences for his involvement, but my dad gave us a moment alone. "Thank you for saving me." "I should be the one thanking you. You've always been brave, and today you gave me strength I didn't know I had." We hugged tightly, something more than friendship, but not quite love yet. Steve pulled out a small brass ring threaded on a necklace he still wore after all these years. Always. As they led him away, I remembered the 3 girls who warned me about the haunted school. Uniforms? That's weird. This school stopped wearing uniforms about 10 years ago, and when I saw you that day, you were standing there alone. So, who were those girls I met in the back field? Like this video if you can relate to discovering hidden family legacies, first love, or facing your fears, and share it with someone who loves thrilling stories. What do you think will happen next in Naomi's, Lindsay's, or Sam's journey? Leave your predictions and thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss future stories. See you in the next one.